Ancestors. Imagine you're having a conversation with your partner or close friend, and say there's 50 ancestors watching you, observing you as you have that conversation. And then you got one ancestor, maybe who doesn't like to, can't handle an argument or complaining. And then suddenly you think, what am I doing with my partner? What am I doing in this relationship? And suddenly that ancestor jumps in and like you're aligned with that ancestor who doesn't like arguing and says, get out, get out of that relationship. And it's matching the same thought that you have in that moment of, I think I should get out, or what am I doing here? So then the ancestor, or maybe another ancestor jumps up and says, yes, I agree with you. Get out, get out, get out. And then there's 10 of them. Get out, get out, get out. How do you feel you're going to feel in that moment? How much of that energy is yours? Maybe it started off with, say, 10% yours, and now we're up to 80% the ancestors influencing you. How about if you wanted to do this work, okay? And there's 50 ancestors behind you, and some of them were religious, some of them don't want to look at their shadow, some of them are just think you're crazy. And then you say, okay, I want to start this work. And then suddenly, and then you think, am I ready? Is it the right time? Am I enough? Am I crazy? And then all the ones will think, they'll all jump up. You're crazy. Will I be strong enough? No, you won't be strong enough. Don't do this work. They'll all start jumping up. Will I come across as a fraud or be ashamed? Yes. They'll all start agreeing with you. So they'll start emphasizing the system and shaking your system to align with that little doubt in you becomes magnified to almost 100%. Maybe you go to a bar to have a drink and you've got alcoholics behind you. They are going to pick up that glass and say, yes, have another one, have another one. And all the alcoholics in your system will jump in and live that drink through you till you get drunk and have another one. Maybe your ancestors see you living a life that they never lived, and they're jealous of you. So they block you. They allow you to have that life, but they block you enjoying that life. Or they allow you to have that lifestyle, but they make chaos so you don't enjoy that lifestyle. They create chaos around you, arguments around you, so you don't enjoy your life. Maybe there was some ancestors who couldn't even have the possibility to choose the career. And now you've got the luxury, I hear straight away from the ancestors, to choose what you want. How do they feel? Envious. So they may even block you with the career, or maybe you're in the career and you'll never enjoy it. So this is just a few examples of how impactful you will they are effective in our system, our life system. So is it really our free will in our life? Is it really all our thoughts? Is it really all our doubts? Is it really all our low self-confidence? Is the argument really coming from us? Is that nasty word coming from a nasty ancestor? There's a lot of great ancestors, but there are some nasty ones in the system. So who are you? Who is influencing my system? Who got into the system? Who are you that is affecting my system? Who are you who's affecting my life? Who are you accepting my or interfering and coming into my voice? Who are you manipulating my thoughts. I'm going to look at this and I'm going to reclaim full sovereignty of my voice, my space, my mind, my heart, my life, my choices. And I'm going to realign with the ancestors in a new way. So this work it's a body of work, which is a huge amount of information. Yes, that may seem scary and may have a lot of excuses from the ancestors to why you should never do this work, why you should never open these systems. Why not? Because they're controlling you. They will lose control. They will lose influence, and you'll become something that they're not. You will become something that they're not. You will change. You will be yourself. So they will lose control. So there's a huge amount of resistance in the system from entering this field. This is a big field, I agree. It started off with the mom and dad wounds, then went into protection, and now we're in free will. And it's a series of working with these fields and completing these fields, organizing the fields, uniting the fields. So this one now is free will. I'm going to go into uniting the ancestors after that. So this is a series. So free will is almost like, in a way, the first of the series, that it's breaking open the system that you can have the liberty to choose your life. I'd recommend anyone who hasn't done mother and father wounds, it's a good one. It's very strong. It's really the basis of the work. It's the foundation of the work. Protection too. Free will is really going to go deeply into every ancestor who's influencing you in your choices. And we will open the system and unite the system. So this is a series of webinars, which is going into what is within you and influencing you in your daily life. And you don't even realize it. You think it's your thoughts. You think it's your relationship. You think it's your life. You think it's your career. You think it's your doubts. You think it's your insecurity. You think it's your health conditions. And I'd ask, is it really? Or if it is, what percentage is really coming from you, or what is inflated by the ancestors? And you only have to look into your own living family. And I ask you, can you stay 2 weeks in the house with your full family around you without conflicts coming up in the system? So multiply that by your ancestors and ask the question, is there anyone who's thinking negative about your life or breaking from the system, or maybe wishing into your family system that this family is not successful because my family was not? Or this family, I wish that you don't enjoy your money or achieve money because we didn't. We starved, we suffered, or we were not left a will. So there's so many topics in the system that I feel it's really, really an opportunity to look deeper into the system and reveal the system. And amazingly, it's really opening up in the field, and it's representing the collective field, because the collective field, you can see there's so much manipulation, there's so much shadow, there's so much darkness in the system, there's so much nastiness out there, there's so much theft out there, there's so much murder out there, there's so much poisoning of the food, poisoning of the skies out there, poisoning of medicine. So where is that in you? Because if we do not clear it in ourselves, we will not clear it from our life system. Outside is a reflection of you, and inside is a reflection of the outside. So what is in your system? If you transform that, we're going to transform the whole system. So for the sake of us, our ancestors, our children, let's change the whole system by starting with ourselves. And the ripple effect is changing your whole genetic system into unity, back into unity, into order. And then the field will go back into order? How do you expect the world to change if you don't change your world inside? How do you expect politics, finances, medicine to change if you don't change what's in your own system? This is the body of work that is open now, and it's a series of stages which opens up very heavy fields. I'll say that, a lot of fields, but we're not making it up. It's in your life system, and you don't even probably know it isn't yours. So let's clear the whole system. Let's bring unity in and be supported by the ancestors. So they support us and we support them, and we work as one, and we clear the differences between us. And we clear the hatred out of the system, the destruction out of the system, the shadow out of the system, and inviting all the ancestors to come united as one, supporting us. This is what free will is about. It's a stage, a step in a series of webinars, which I've been doing, to bring order into disorder, to unite you with your ancestors, which in turn will unite you into order in your life. So this will affect every area of your life. It will bring order into every area of your life. This is what it's about. I invite you to be part of it. And are you ready to be part of it? Are you ready to clean up the mess, clean up the system? Or do you want to have confusion in your life? Do you want to keep chaos in your life? Do you want to keep disorder in your life? The nastiness, the shadows, the doubts, the fears, the anxieties, which most of them don't belong to you. Let's clean the system and bring order into the system and do what the ancestors couldn't do because they didn't have the tools to do it at that time. Let's unite. Let's clean the systems. You're the child of the ancestor, so you have the right to do it. Thank you for all your support. And I know this is a big field to enter, but I can tell you it's really making a shift in the system. It will open a lot of information which was really there all along, and it's affecting your life, and it's going to change it. It's going to change it permanently in the system. Have a beautiful day, and maybe I'll see you at the webinar. Thank you, everyone.